Moloch is everywhere. Moloch is not a new arrival on the scene either. We humans have developed a lot of collaboration mechanisms to help us fight back against Moloch through various kinds of constructive collaboration. The Soviet Union and the United States did sign a number of arms control treaties against Moloch, who was trying to stoke them into unnecessarily risky nuclear arms races, etc., etc. Have you read Meditations on Moloch by Scott Alexander? It's this game theory monster that pits people against each other in this race to the bottom where everybody ultimately loses.
Yes.
And the evil thing about this monster is, even though everybody sees it and understands, they still can't get out of the race, right?
If you feed the beast, that beast will destroy you.
Moloch is forcing them to go a little faster than they're comfortable with because of pressure from just commercial pressures, right?
Moloch, whose factories dream and croak in the fog. Moloch, whose love is endless oil and stone. Moloch, whose soul is electricity and banks. Moloch, whose fate is a cloud of sexless hydrogen. Moloch, who frightened me out of my natural ecstasy. Moloch, whom I abandon. Wake up in Moloch, light streaming out of the sky. Moloch, Moloch, robot apartments, invisible suburbs, skeleton treasuries, blind capitals, demonic industries, spectral nations, invincible madhouses, granite cocks, monstrous bombs. They broke their backs lifting Moloch to heaven. Illuminations, religions, the whole boatload of sensitive bullshit.
We got the algorithms, and then Moloch pitted the social media companies against each other.
I feel tremendous guilt.
A good fraction of all the bad things that we humans do are caused by Moloch. And I like Scott Alexander's naming of the monster, so we humans can think of it as a thing.
We have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. That is truly where we are.
Moloch is a really powerful foe.
Give you a little dopamine hit every once in a while.
Dopamine-driven feedback loops that we have created are destroying how society works.
And we humans often point fingers at other humans and say it's their fault. But it's really Moloch and these AI algorithms.
God only knows what it's doing to our children's brains.
Beauty filters are exactly Moloch in action again. This is exactly what's happening on the AI front. It's a little bit geopolitics, but it's mostly money. We could lose control over what happens to our species. Mm-hmm. I think once this basic message comes out that this isn't an arms race, it's a suicide race, where everybody loses if anybody's AI goes out of control. They think whoever gets that first, they're going to control the world, they're going to win. That's not how it's going to be. If it goes farther and just lose control even to the machines, so that it's not us versus them, it's us versus it. It's kind of like we're rushing towards this cliff. But the closer to the cliff we get, the more scenic the views are, and the more money there is there, and the more, so we keep going. We should never teach AI anything about humans. Above all, we should never let it learn about human psychology and how you manipulate humans. Oops, LOL, let's invent social media. We're starting to create a world now where we just have ever more hatred. Because they figured out that these algorithms, not out of evil, but just to make money on advertising, that the best way to get more engagement, get people glued to their little rectangles, is just to make them pissed off. Yes. Right now, it's mainly letting some humans manipulate other humans for profit and power. And it's a suicide race, which cannot be won, cannot be won, cannot be won, cannot be won, cannot be won.